fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hunt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. And this one is knocked away from the intended target. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
They started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Looking for his wide receiver there. They're left with 4th down here.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Mahomes to throw for it. He finds Brown right side. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Nicks off the play action. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down from the 42. Dobbins trying the right side. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Almost set. Captain, ready. My name is Hudson.
Nix from the gun. Gets it downfield. On target to Sutton. He's going to have this one down to the 20. Get 22 out of that play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Ready. My name is Hudson.
From the red zone now. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now. They need 7.
Chill. Almost set. Ready. My name is Hudson.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs trim the lead to 1. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
Well, he loses it on the hit, and they steal it back on the return. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs break the tie here in the first. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Almost set. Ready. My name is Hudson. Captain.
Nix looking to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Almost set. Bombers, ready. My name is Hudson.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Okay, I think that was the time to play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Nix. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw, Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Kansas City 43, 15. A gain of 27 on the play.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Back to Rice, caught again. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. Broncos 7-yard line.
Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
4 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and less than a yard.
Dribbling. Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Almost set. Ready. Kill.
Going to the ground again on first. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. It's Chris Jones, an All-Pro each of the last 3 seasons, who took him down. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Almost set.
Running it again with Dobbins. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Broncos, first down.
Almost set.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. He's got a gain of 6 there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Hey, motion.
On second down, here's Dobbins. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Almost set.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more, shutting him down. That brings up 4th down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Almost set. Ready. My name is
4th down, pass coming. He connects downfield. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Almost set.
Dobbins will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 4-yard line.
Almost set. Ready.
Again, it's Dobbins. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Ready. My name is
3rd and goal, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
From the 5-yard line, looks like they're going to try it here on 4th and goal.
Almost set. Ready. My name is
They're going to try to throw for it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 1-score game before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Broncos 14.
Just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Xavier Worthy now on the return. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That one hits for 30. And that's a Chiefs first down. Looking quickly here.
First down, Chiefs.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Hey, 43.
Man in motion here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he goes, third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up, Alex Singleton. And the Broncos might be able to get some points late after the interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Caught, nice gain left side. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos tie this game at 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down. Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All time as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Mims. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready.
They give to Dobbins to start the third. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Hold on, set. Motion. Ready. Play and hut.
Nix off the play action. Finds Mims. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Hold on, son. Ready. My name is
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made there by Derek Nottie.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hold on, son. Huddle. Ready. My name is
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
That's a gain of play. Now 3rd and 5.
Away. Oh, ready. My name is Joe.
Nix from the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead right away and have number 2.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Back to throw Mahomes. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. Tackles made just beyond midfield at the 48. Those are the hurry up here. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And the fair catch secure here at the 16.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They'll cobble together a yard there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Here's Dobbins again on second down. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Felix and Uzike Uzama making the tackle that time.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and just 2 to go.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Left side now caught by Sutton. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
7-yard gain.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 32.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180. Behind.
It's a give here for Dobbins. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 32-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180.
Nix looking to throw. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
This quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180.
Get to Harvey here from the pistol. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Felix and Uzike.
Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Hold on, set. Ready.
He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Broncos 35. Chiefs 21. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. To the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming in line for another 1st and 10. In the red zone now. And this is going to call incomplete in the end zone. Landed it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. Decent game here, but short of the first. Working quickly here.
Brings up 3rd and
2. 3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Mahomes leads his troops to the line, going for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
15.
Motion man left is Brown. We put a receiver in motion left. They go play action. It's Mahomes. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you spend all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you could run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
They're on 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hold on, sir. Ready. Let it go. Ready.
First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Hold on, sir. Ready.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos up by 6. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Hold on, sir. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Hold on, sir. Ready.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. All right, here we go. Second down.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing third and long.
And the 11.
Hold on. Chill. Ready. Captain.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his right. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick.
At their own 7-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Here he is to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Setting up to pass. Finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
We like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in line.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. A pickup of 17. And that's a Chiefs first down. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in line. They'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. An excellent gain, 20 yards there. That's going to move the sticks.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in line.
At the 24-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Racing down the left side. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Play action, Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. And he gets in. It's a touchdown. What a moment. They can likely win it on the extra point now. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatched maker, you feed him.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Hits his running back. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Nix now on 1st and 10. Has it downfield working the left. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And now they call the timeout. Oh, Brock, what a play to get him into range. And now they can win it all as time expires. An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. That one is good. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives us the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one is no, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So to decide to make mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.